here it goes. I am just recording this because I just want to say what I have to say. Because honestly, I feel like I have a lot to say, and I am just so tired of, like, living the same reality for years and just, enduring this crap, that is called life. It's actually really exhausting. I spent 8 years of my life studying a bachelor's degree in theoretical mathematics. I spent 8 years doing this. I did the unthinkable, absolutely the unspeakable. I made a huge sacrifice to be able to do this. And I hate to say this, but it hasn't been worth it. Like, not yet. Yeah. I don't even know how I'm alive right now. I'm gonna be so real with you. Like, I have no idea, like, how I'm alive right now. It's only by the grace of God that a certain circumstance turned around in my family's life, and has left me in a position where I can actually be recording and making this video right now. It is a miracle, by all means, because truly I should be dead. I can't really, well, I can, but I won't go into detail yet about why that is, but for sure I should be dead. After I graduated with my degree, actually before that, I learned 2 programming languages. One was mandatory, we had to learn C++, and the other one I did on my own. I studied Java inside college for an elective. After this, I Googled, literally, what jobs can be available for somebody with a degree in mathematics, and up came data analysis. So I went out of my way and I went to study for it on my own. I purchased some courses on Udemy and I followed through and I did them. I did a course in SQL. I did a course in Python. So I went through really difficult 7 months where I was like barely surviving, not really surviving, like barely living, doing whatever, anything that I could to survive. And really dark stuff. Like, I did really, really dark things just to be able to get to see another sunrise, to be able to eat, to be able to try to give myself like some form of hope in life, because I was dying. I was on the verge of death. And it really felt like nobody cared. Like, I was just gonna, quietly die. Anyway, so eventually a miracle, like, for me happened, and I ended up working with the job of my dreams, actually. Well, not the job of my dreams, but, the job that I was studying for. And it was a miracle, because I really thought that I was going to be trapped in darkness and in death forever. And it lasted for about 14 months. And everything was good for a while until people started to complain for no reason. And that's when I had no choice but to leave. Either that or wait until they fire me. I mean, what else am I gonna do, right? I can't force you to let me keep a job. Like, I'm trying to help you, but clearly you don't want my help, so oh well. Anyway, so I had, in my last job, I also learned R. So I learned C++, Java, SQL, Python, and then R. And now, on top of that, I'm learning three more languages. I'm learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So that will be 8 languages that I'm learning in this very troubling economic time where it looks like technology is on the brink of destruction. And where I'm living in a country that does not care about technology, not really, that does not appreciate it, that seems like, they believe it's a waste of time, with a bunch of people who seem truly, to be honest with you, really ignorant. And like, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. When you live in the Bahamas, it feels like, how do I say this? It feels like you're kind of trapped on a deserted island. When you're an educated individual and you're living in a country that is a developing country, it really feels like you don't have much options, truthfully. Like, you don't have a choice. It feels like you have no choice. You are condemned to be a cashier or some customer service thing person or work some blue collar meaningless job that only pays you like $1,000 a month, if that, like every day, or work at a fast food restaurant. It literally feels like you are condemned to that lifestyle forever. Like, unless you get a degree, and even when you get your degree, a lot of people, they don't want to recognize you. They don't want to acknowledge the skills that you bring to the table, because they don't care. Like, they hate you and they don't want you to succeed. You know what I mean? That is how they are. They hate you and they don't want you to succeed because they know that you're good at doing something that can make you a lot of money, or that can make you rich, or that could put you in a decent place. And they want to prove, they exist to prove that nobody on this island will ever be able to be rich. Nobody on this island will be able ever to be successful. And they want to prove that nobody can escape. They want to make sure that you are trapped here forever. That's literally their sole purpose in life. That's like how it seems from the way that they've treated me. So now I'm not gonna give up. That's right. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not going anywhere but up, because there's really nowhere else for me to go. Either that or to die, and I'm not gonna die just because, some people don't want me to be happy, and they don't want me to live, and they don't want me to be rich or whatever, right? Like, that is just the stupidest thing ever. Like, to me, like, why should I die for you? You're not doing anything for me. You're not helping my life. You're not. So I'm gonna keep pushing. I'm gonna start my own thing, because at the end of the day, truth is, nobody ever really did much for me. Nobody ever did anything really for me. You know what I mean? And if they did, well, it kind of fell through because somebody else decided to attack me. So now I'm in this position where I have this knowledge and I have this expertise. But people around me want to stop me from using it. They want to stop me from being great. They do. They will do everything in their power. They will say anything to make sure that they crush me under their foot. But I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to start my own thing, because at the end of the day, I'm not giving up. I still have to eat. I still have to breathe. I still have to live. I still have to pay bills until the day I die, right? or until the day I can, get married to somebody who would pay them for me. But I don't count on that at this point because, well, look at the state of the world. Look at what people are saying. Look at how men are treating women. Anyway, I'm gonna do me. And I know it's gonna succeed. It will succeed. No matter what, whatever I do, it will succeed. And it will succeed because I am the one who's doing it. So, if you want to support me, if you want to help me, holla at your girl. If you want me to build you a mobile application or help you get a website built, or you need some programs or whatever the heck it might be, holla at your girl. I can build them for you. Your girl's a brain. So, yeah, just let me know. Just remember, if somebody tries to tear you down, that doesn't mean that you have to stop advocating for yourself. In fact, that just means that you have to advocate for yourself even harder than you did before. That just means that you have to advocate for yourself more than you ever did before. And that just means that when they try to stomp you down and make you into the foot and not the head, that you either walk away from that and you become your own head, or you fight back. But just remember, some battles, they're not worth fighting. Some battles aren't ever going to be worth fighting. Some battles you just walk away from and you ignore. Because rather than give them the feeling that they won by watching you fight back for something that isn't even worth fighting for, you should walk away and run away from that to preserve your own mental health and to preserve your own peace. Because at the end of the day, you only have one life in this earth. Are you going to waste it fighting against people who want to see you destroyed? Or are you going to build yourself up doing something different? Something where they can't touch you, something where they can't reach you, something where they have no say.